Hello everyone, and welcome to my CBS Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brooke and Donna's guilt is brought on by Katie's medical crisis. How can the Logan family come together? According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Donna Logan Forrester and Brooke Logan Forrester recently united against Katie Logan Spencer, who was given a stern farewell and expelled from the Forrester mansion. Could everything be altered by Katie's upcoming health drama? Katie was upset at the time she left since Brooke had excluded her from the family and persuaded Donna to support her. Donna and Brooke have completely turned on Katie, even though she will always love her sisters. Fans of B&B consequently witnessed Katie cry as soon as she was outside the door. After being mistreated by Brooke and Donna, it's obvious that Katie isn't doing well at all. Katie simply wanted to break free from Brooke's shadow and forge her own path, but Donna and Brooke are treating her as though she deserted them. Naturally, the turmoil surrounding Will Spencer punching Eric Forrester and Hope Logan Spencer's new line didn't help. Katie attempted to apologize for the obvious out-of-control conflict, but Donna and Brooke have had enough. Although Katie didn't achieve the family harmony she had hoped for, there could yet be a way to do so. But if Brooke and Donna are going to forgive Katie, something significant will need to happen. Could Katie's extreme stress cause her to collapse and experience a serious medical emergency? That's the kind of thing that could make Donna and Brooke decide to accept Katie once more, regardless of whether she has heart problems or a different kind of health issue. If Katie's health unexpectedly deteriorates, Brooke and Donna might feel bad about excluding her. We could see a chaotic hospital scene in which Katie is barely hanging on while her sisters beg her to live. Do you believe Katie may experience a medical emergency in the future? Will Katie's current level of stress contribute to her next health scare? According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Katie, Donna, and Brooke will eventually need to make amends, so stay tuned for more details. Katie stops the Will-Lecter reunion and presses Dylan to hook up. According to previews, Katie Spencer will continue to work to clean up her son Will Spencer Jr.'s most recent mess on The Bold and the Beautiful next week. Will's fixation with Lecter Forrester is growing out of control and could put him in jail, and his mother has enough on her plate with her new fashion business. Will Spencer Jr. unintentionally caused Lecter Forrester's father a black eye during his most recent inebriated attempt to win her back. Will's attack on elderly Eric Forrester has infuriated Katie's adversaries, and there will be consequences in the future. Spoilers indicate that Katie will get frantic in an attempt to persuade her son, who is infatuated with Lecter Forrester, to move on. Will's mother fears that he would end up in jail or possibly rehab due to his slide following his breakup. How can one effectively move on from someone? Katie will be secretly ecstatic when she discovers Dylan is spying on her son once more. She is actually excited to have his ex-roommate join the family. Katie may even go so far as to arrange a double date with Dylan, Dollar Bill, and their son. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful have long implied that Dylan will eventually leave Forrester Creations and join Will at Logan. Perhaps Will Spencer is not the one who extends an employment offer to Dylan at his family's fashion business? Dylan may be hired by Katie to divert Will's attention from his fixation on Elektra at work. Do you believe Katie is making a grave error? Hope stands her ground, Wyatt makes a startling discovery, and Will feels regret. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Wyatt Spencer begins to inquire after observing a significant change in his younger brother. Particularly in light of his split from Lecter Forrester and his careless evening with Melissa Dillon, Will Spencer's emotional state is concerning. Will might receive a much-needed reality check if he tells Wyatt what transpired. Wyatt could caution his brother that one rash choice could cost him everything because he has made numerous blunders in love. Steffi Forrester Finnegan confronts Hope Logan Spencer in another scene, anticipating a furious confrontation. Rather, she discovers a Hope that is far more resilient and self-assured than before. Hope doesn't want to take orders or offer an apology after Logan's most recent fashion win. She shows that Steffi's attempts to frighten her may no longer be effective by coolly holding her ground. The two women's burgeoning antagonism doesn't appear to be abating. Will awakens to the repercussions of his inebriated choice after succumbing to temptation with Dylan. Dylan is ecstatic about what transpired, but Will is filled with sorrow and understands that his actions might have ruined any chance to make amends with Electra Forrester. Another heated confrontation may be imminent if the truth is revealed. Sheila's perilous obsession, Will's regret, and Hope's retaliation. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, a preview clip has been made available for the upcoming week. It depicts a guy awakening to his guilt. Sheila Carter appears to have developed a new, equally worrying obsession in the meanwhile. Discover what will happen next in the soap opera by continuing to read. Let's start this piece with the teaser clip's opening. First of all, Will Spencer wakes up with Melissa Dillon next to him. Will responds to Dillon's happy greeting. But rather than sounding like a joyful welcome, Will's voice sounds more like a moan. It sounds like Dillon might be obsessed, but Will might come to regret what he did the previous evening. In actuality, Dillon and Electra Forrester are at work in the following scene of the promo footage. Electra is enraged and insists that Dillon deny the incident. Dillon's expression conveys everything with a small smile. But the written spoilers also reveal that Will attempts to patch things up with Electra later in the week. Perhaps this is why Dillon is honest with her friend to ensure that Will won't be taken back by Electra. Katie is pushed back to the bottle by Brooke and Donna. Is tragedy imminent? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful reveal that the Forrester mansion was the site of what may have been the most acrimonious scene in years, with grave long-term consequences. Donna Logan and Brooke Logan Forrester, the self-proclaimed leader of the Forrester-Logan clan, agreed that their sister was out. The poorest person in the City of Angels appeared to be Katie Logan Spencer. In the legendary Forrester living room, where so many spectacular encounters have occurred, she stood by herself. The combination of excellent plotting and the catastrophic event that occurred when Brooke informed Katie that she was no longer a member of the Logan family was acknowledged by ardent lovers of this genre. In this version of Los Angeles, California, the ground moved without an earthquake, bitter words were said, and tears poured. Why does Eric Forrester consistently get away with it? On a related narrative point, the man knew exactly what he was doing when he stormed out of Forrester Creations and took his abilities to Logan, even though he didn't deserve to be accidentally hit in the face. In response to the aforementioned query, respect is the key. His maturity, a courteous manner of not using the word elderly, affords him grace. Speaking of grace, viewers of the soap opera are aware that, prior to becoming Donna, Grace portrayed Grace Turner on the sister show, The Young and the Restless. In 2024, 14 years after their initial marriage, Eric wedded Grace. The loveliest Logan sister, Donna, took Brooke's side. She said that Katie caused issues in her marriage to Eric, which ultimately led to the dissolution. Neither Katie nor Donna are the Logan sisters who have destroyed the most number of families. No, it's undeniable that Brooke is the Logan with that shameful distinction. Longtime admirers remember Brooke's notorious past in great detail. She repeatedly mistreated Stephanie Forrester, which created the dramatic backdrop for Lang's persona. Hope Logan Spencer was born out of Brooke's extramarital affair with Deacon Sharp during his marriage to her and Bridget Forrester, Eric's daughter. However, when Brooke cheated on Katie with Bill Spencer, she also shattered her self-esteem. That sent Katie to the bottle. Regardless to what Brooke says, Katie is a Logan. In the same way that her eldest sister lacked the moral or legal authority to prevent Katie from using that name for her new fashion firm, she also lacks the power to expel her from the family. Families are neither destroyed because Brooke declares it nor restored because Lang's character may come to desire it. This plot arc is taking viewers on what seems like a protracted journey. Katie is now more inclined to turn to alcohol as a poor remedy for the issues that Brooke has created or, in the instance of Will Spencer, has taken advantage of. The curves have been sharp thus far, and there will be plenty of drama in the many months to come. Spoilers for the upcoming 2 weeks of The Bold and the Beautiful indicate that major surprises and changes are in store. Let's discuss the personalities and plots that will be the main focus of the upcoming episodes. Will Spencer will be asked if he has moved on from Electra Forrester with Melissa Dillon during the week of Wyatt Spencer. Wyatt will give Will a lecture and attempt to share some advice based on his personal encounters with difficult love circumstances. Dylan and Elektra will eventually have a falling out over Elektra's interest in Will, and Elektra will make it apparent that becoming too close to him will destroy their friendship. Dylan might admit to spending the night at Will's house and argue that it's too late for that. Will intends to get in touch with Elektra once more in an attempt to mend their relationship, but Dylan's admission might thwart that plan and make Elektra even more agitated. Hope Logan Spencer and Steffi Forrester Finnegan will argue angrily with Logan, but Hope won't apologize for switching fashion houses and moving to a place where she is truly valued. John Finnegan will promise Steffi that their family would always come first. Sheila might eventually beg Steffi herself, though, because she is so eager to join that family. Lee Finnegan will also return to the scene to listen to Sheila's problems and provide advice. Taylor Hayes will notice indications of trouble while Steffi considers Sheila's push and the dangers of allowing her into their lives. The doctor will be concerned about Finn's allegiance to Steffi and whether his relationship with Sheila would cause issues. If Sheila becomes overly demanding during the week, she could endanger herself. The likelihood of a catastrophic outcome increases with Sheila's struggle for a place in the family. After their altercation over Will, Elektra will undoubtedly no longer want to collaborate with Dylan. Will Elektra force Ridge Forrester and Steffi to fire Dylan? Will eventually return to Carter Walton and Daphne Rose Walton as they continue to cope with Daphne's devastating infertility news. Can the marriage between Carter and Daphne endure this crisis? There will undoubtedly be additional revelations pertaining to the Forresters and Spencer's ongoing animosity. Bill Spencer will support Katie Logan Spencer in pursuing her own goals despite the fact that she has alienated her entire family. Keep an eye out for some surprises over the coming 2 weeks, according to Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans witnessed a very different side of Carter last year. Hope and the attorney started dating, and the two of them took over Forrester Creations. With their cunning coup, Carter and Hope became a power couple. But Carter and Hope weren't meant to be, much like a lot of his previous relationships. St. Victor transformed Carter's misery into a daytime Emmy contender, despite the fact that many were disappointed to see Carter go through another split. St. Victor said to Michael, "Carter's heart is always about trying to be in love and fall in love." The actor sought to highlight Carter's highs and lows during his romantic journey when selecting sequences for his submission reel. "I used the Hope breakup scenes, and it's what led to my reel because, in the end, everything he does is for love, and the story's climax, in my opinion, is that it still didn't work." St. Victor continued by disclosing that his reel featured 2 breakup sequences, one of which featured Carter and Hope splitting up before reconciling. However, the actor's best performance may be in the second breakup scene. The next is when he instructs her to go be with Liam. Go spend time with your loved ones. Additionally, I had a scene with Carter and Daphne in which he is somewhat depressed about losing Hope for the first time. It's past ago that St. Victor receive appreciation for his work and a daytime Emmy nod. At the ceremony on October 30th, fans will be cheering for the actor. However, he will face fierce competition. In addition to Mike Manning and Timon Kyle Dorett of Beyond the Gates, nominees include Sean Dominic, Michael Graziadei, and Roger Howarth from The Young and the Restless. This year's Daytime Emmy competition for supporting actor is sure to be exciting. However, St. Victor may win his first Daytime Emmy for his moving depiction of Carter's most recent breakup.